Hello YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Neo. Check out this gorgeous set that I have on the screen. I did my own nails. This was my take on a nail that I saw on Instagram. I kind of ran with it and added the boomer. It is a glow in the dark. It is doing everything that I love. Stay tuned to see how I got that done. So first things first, I am just making sure that my natural nails are nice and short. I did have on the butterfly Alchem gel tips on, so I went ahead, filed them down, did a quick, like super fast soak just to remove as much as I could. And my nails had grown a little bit. I did clip them down, but I'm just going in really quickly with this hand file to just make sure that they're nice and even and smooth. Then I'm going to start like I normally do. Go ahead, spraying myself down with some alcohol, and I'm just pushing the skin back. This is a rubber tipped cuticle pusher, so it's not able to actually scrape the nail plate, but I'm just using that lip on the end to kind of get it up under the eponychium and just lightly, gently push back that skin to expose all the cuticle that is now sitting on my nail plate. I had those Alcal Tims for, I said Tims, tips for like a week and a half. So just a little bit of growth, nothing crazy. To get started with my prep, I'm going in with a diamond skiver bit. I love a diamond abrasion pointy bit, flame, skiver, you know, whatever shape. I really like getting the tip of it right underneath the eponychium of my skin. I find I grow really thick cuticle on the nail plate at that portion, so it's just important for me to just get that up and off the nail. I'm using my e-file at the slowest possible speed. Can't tell you what it is because it doesn't tell me, but it's by feel. You don't want to be using this at a super high speed. Once I am happy with that, I'm going in with this coarse sanding band on my mandrel bit, and I've got the speed about the same. What's going on here? I don't know. And I am just using it to buff and or sand the natural nail. I'm using very light pressure and not spending a significant amount of time on the actual nail plate, but I do go around, like you just saw, my sidewall and cuticle area just to remove any excess dead skin that might be sitting there. That's where, if any, I'm prone to lifting. So I just spend a little bit extra care in those areas so that we have a nice set that lasts as long as it's supposed to. And as you can see, I'm not spending a long amount of time filing. That's one thing you don't want to do. Do not over file your nails in your prep. Just a light dusting so that you have a little bit of texture so that your enhancements have something to stick to. Tip time, I am sizing myself up, just making sure, you see I'm going back and forth with this thumb. I'm going to actually apply this tip and take it off because I just kind of felt like it didn't fit perfectly. It fit, but because my natural nails kind of taper in the middle, it didn't fit the widest part of my sidewall. So I went in with a larger tip, I believe that was a 0, and I'm using these XXXL Coffin No C curve tips. I got them from Amazon. I will link them below. Love them, they're super great. They've got this really good weight to them, but they're not too heavy. And they have a beautiful long length and shape, and you can kind of go anywhere from them. So I just really like that. Just taking care to make sure that they're nice and straight before clipping down to the length that I want. I find that my nails preference length, I guess, is just really long now. Even like wearing these nails, I remember looking at them and just being like, these are not as long as they could be. And it's just so insane to think of when I was going to get my nails done, how short I used to get them. But it's a slippery slope. I'm just making sure to use my straight edge clipper to snip. As the length, I like to fold my hand. I like my thumb to be a little bit shorter and my pinky to be slightly shorter than the middle finger, ring finger, and pointer. But it's all preference. In the long run, they all look the same length, but I like for the thumb and the pinky to be just slightly shorter. I'm using the same hand file. Oh my God, I'm so out of breath. Using the same hand file to just quickly shape them up. I am keeping the shape. I love a nice tapered square. And because we did clip them down just a little bit, it isn't as tapered like a coffin. So this is definitely my jam in terms of a shape. Be careful, because what you see me doing there, I actually filed a little bit hard when I had my hand straight out like that without supporting the finger, and actually lifted the tip and it pulled my nail bed up a tiny bit. If it wasn't on that hand, it was on the other hand. But I remember doing that and just being like, oh man, this hurts so bad. Just be cautious whenever filing support the nail, especially for a longer length. Just going in quickly with the sanding band to blend the tips very, very lightly. You can see I'm not going over the natural nail again, just giving it a quick file down so that it's a smooth transition. It is prime time. If you know, you know. I'm going in with the Mia Secret Dehydrator. I love it. It's easy. It works. No biggie. You just want to make sure that you dry out the nails. No moisture, no oil, or anything like that. Then I'm going in with the Valentino Super Bond. I have been loving this primer. It has been working for me and my clients. I'm just going to stick with it because, you know, why fix what's not broken? And, you know, if it works, it works. Use whatever primer works for you. So to get started with this set, I am just going to be going in with a clear base layer. I am using the Valentino Monomer and the Valentino Crystal Clear. I actually need to re-up on this because it's lower than I thought it was. And I ordered some Valentino about a week ago and I was like, I don't need to order any clear. And then I was doing the set and I was like, damn, I should have ordered some clear. So I love it. I love the consistency and the texture. I feel like I finally figured out how to use it in a real meaningful way without it being too runny or too setting too fast. So I'm really, really enjoying this product. And I love that it is so clear and just easy to work with. So I'm just going in and giving myself a nice base of clear acrylic. This is really, really just a watery base. I'm not building up structure at all. The purpose of this is just to support or to protect my natural nail. When I go in to change this design, I'm going to use my e-file to file down. Having that clear layer underneath any color or design gives you a visual guide to know when to stop filing, so you don't have to worry about touching that nail plate. Also, it gives the best adhesion. Clear has nothing in it, no pigment, no color, no sparkle, so you're gonna get the best adhesion, and it helps to protect the tip. I'm a little heavy-handed when removing designs and things like that, so sometimes I actually eat through my tip, so this just also helps in that case as well. But you know, you don't have to. I for a while wasn't doing it just because, you know, I was just in the groove, but this is always a great thing to do. Just wrapping up this layer of clear on my thumb, making sure not to flood the sidewalls and or cuticle area. If I do, then using the very, very tip of the brush to just make sure that I clean that up. So this set is first and foremost a boomer set. So we're going baby boomer. If you don't know, that is a pink and white or like a nude and white ombre. So I'm actually going in with a really, really soft boomer set. I didn't want it to be a stark white and pink design. So I'm going in with one of my favorite whites. This is Purple White from Not Polish. And it is a kind of like a milky white, but it glows this insane bright purple. It is so gorgeous. And it's really, really sheer. It's interesting because it gives the effect of the boomer without it being super, super stark white. I wanted it to be more soft and kind of blurred, so that's what I'm doing here. And again, I'm going in super, super thin. We are going to be clear capping these ombre nails, so my focus is just to get enough coverage without it being too thick and too bright white, if you know what I mean. I'm going to be doing this on the pinky, the pointer, and my thumb. One thing that I think is really helpful when doing ombres is to blend the first bead, or the bead that's right at the back of the nail right there, back towards the cuticle. That just helps so that when you go in with that over color for the ombre, you don't get that harsh line. So this color is by Sugar and Cream. I actually haven't used this color in a really long time. It's an oldie but a goodie. This is Macadamia. It's one of my faves when I first started doing nails. And I pulled it out for this set. I don't know how, but I picked up 2 glow-in-the-dark colors. So the purple white, the white that I have on the tips of my nails, glows this insane gorgeous purple. This color glows an insane green. So after I actually finished these nails, I forgot that they glowed, and in the night I was like, whoa, it's insane to see a green and purple nail glowing in the dark, but super cute. It's a gorgeous nude. It has no shimmer in it, I believe, but it's a nice kind of simple beigey, warm, kind of pinky nude. I said crystal clear. Sugar and Cream is actually really good with these nude kind of colors. I have tons of them. Glow options, shimmery options, you know, opaque options. Just definitely check out Sugar and Cream because they're a great acrylic brand. And they're branching out. They've got this gorgeous like gel polish section on their website. And I'm like, okay, Sugar and Cream, I see you. But definitely check that out. So what I am doing, back to the nails, right? I am just focusing on giving myself a good blend. I'm trying my best not to build up for structure, but you want that opacity in this color. I am focusing on the cuticle area, placing that bead, making sure that I'm not flooding the cuticle and or sidewall areas, and then focusing on a nice seamless blend. The beautiful thing about Baby Boomers is that it's a gorgeous seamless blend. So the way that I focus on doing that is placing the bead, blending backwards, pushing the product all the way from sidewall to sidewall, and then using a wetter brush to kind of fade out that acrylic as you're blending it down into the other color. And if you see any areas where you're like right there, I can add a little bit more of one color versus another. There's nothing wrong with adding multiple beads. Sometimes when ombreing, I even back swipe where I'll apply the previous color over the second color. I feel like that helps to balance things out, but these ombre nails came out super cute and super soft, and I really love them. Now that those boomer ombres are done, we are getting started on these 2 gorgeous magical nails. So I'm going in with macadamia, pretty much just to cover the nail plate. I was gonna do a completely glass nail, but I don't like the look of seeing my free edge through a set. So all I'm doing here is I'm using super small beads of acrylic to just cover my natural nail. And as you saw, I blended it down just past my free edge. I don't want to extend that color super far down because I do want that glass effect. But for both of these nails, we're just basically covering my natural nail so that it kind of matches the other nails as well. So these 2 nails were inspired by a nail that I saw done by a nail tech. Her Instagram page is Artistic Nails by Marsha, and she was promoting like an advanced class that she did, and she was showcasing this one nail, and I was like, oh my god, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I was like, I have to do that. So just getting started with some blooming gel. I actually didn't watch the video, I just tried to figure it out just by looking at it. I applied some blooming gel, I did not cure, and then I'm just taking super light dots of, well, not really dots, dashes, I guess you can call this, of white gel polish. And I'm just drawing this light swirl with the white gel polish. I'm using a striper liner brush that I got from Amazon. And blooming gel just kind of fades and lets the product, you know, flow. So you're not getting super harsh dots of white. You're getting the super faded. The edges are just kind of blurring a little bit effect, and it's super, super nice and soft. I'm going to be doing this on both hands. With blooming gel, always, always, always clean your sidewalls. It does move the product around quite a bit. That's the effect that we want. But to lock it down, you just cure. So I'm applying the gel. I did not cure. I'm going to draw my design, let it sit for a little bit. Sometimes I blow on it to see if that'll help. I don't know that it does. And then once happy with the design, you want to lock it down, stick your hand in your LED or UV light, and then cure. And then the blooming gel will set with the design exactly where it's at. You're going to see me right there swiping the excess off. I didn't want it to spread too far, so I'm just going to lock that down. And this is what it's looking like. Super, super cute. You could actually leave it at this point because it's such a cute design. But we are going to be encapsulating just a tiny bit of stuff in here. So I have some broken seashells on the desk, and I've got some gold foil, like some tinsel foil, not the regular gold foil with the texture in it that looks like aluminum, but this is that super shiny tinsely looking foil. And I've got some pixies on the table, so we are going to be encapsulating that. And wherever I didn't draw the white dots in the clear areas of that tip is where I'm going to be placing these items. So we're following this kind of swirl pattern. It reminds me kind of like of snake skin. I don't even know how to describe it, but these abalone shells I believe I got from the Two Guys. You can get them pretty much anywhere. I've seen them on different websites. But you just want to look up like seashells for nails, nothing crazy. I chose kind of like a gray brownish kind of color. I was actually going back and forth with using a black or like a reddish kind of shell, but I think this one was really nice and neutral to go along with the gorgeous boomer set. And I am placing wet beads of that crystal clear from Valentino in those clear areas. You still want to kind of have clear spaces on the nails. You don't want to cover the entire area, but really close to that white kind of snakeskin pattern that we came up with. I'm placing some seashells, I'm surrounding them with the gold foil, and then adding pixies as necessary. You guys know, if you watch my videos, I love encapsulating pixies. It is my favorite thing, and just adds a touch of sparkle to every single nail. There you go. I'm adding pixies, and I just couldn't help myself. In the original design, there's definitely no pixies in there, but you know, they just do the thing, guys. They really just add a bit of sparkle without being too on the nose. And I say it all the time, pixies literally just take on the vibe of whatever you are putting them on or around. So in this case, it's just giving more of like a geode effect, which I really loved and thought was super cute. So this is basically what I'm going to be doing on both of these nails, and then we're going to move on to clear capping. Y'all, check this out. It is gorgeous. Look at the pixies, look at the seashells. It's doing the thing. All right, so back to work. We've got to clear cap all of these nails. And yeah, I'm just going in with the Valentino Crystal Clear. We are just going to be building up for structure. Nothing crazy, just a regular clear capping situation. When I'm encapsulating nails that have a lot of texture like this, I like to work in smaller beads just so that I can kind of maintain where the acrylic is going. And it's really important to make sure that you're fully encapsulating the item. So I am constantly patting that product around and underneath and through the pieces. You don't want there to be air pockets in your nails. Of course, you're gonna, build up the nail for structure like you normally would, cleaning your sidewalls, etc. But you just want to make sure that the nails are fully structurally supported by the acrylic being everywhere around those pieces. So you're going to see me working in smaller beads, no problem. Just making sure that we're having good, adequate nails for this set. Now it's time to e-file for me. I'm going in with this 5-in-1. This is a fine carbide bit. I really love it. I've been using a barrel bit for pretty much my entire nail career at this point, but I really like this 5-in-1, so there might be a little bit of a switch. I still like the barrel. It just really eats up that product going up and down the surface of the nail. With this 5-in-1, because it is kind of like a cone shape a little bit, I do have to angle my hand, which I wasn't used to, but I really love that there's different types of teeth. I love that it is a safety. I can get as close as I want to my sidewalls and cuticle area and sealing that product away from the skin. It is just gorgeous. So I'm not actually going to show you every single nail because we'll be here all day, and I did spend a lot of time filing. Also, it goes out of frame really badly. You all know how hard it is to, I don't know if you know, but it's really hard to film your own hands while you're working. I want to like hold it as close as I can to my face, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I got to keep it in frame. So I'm not going to show you the entire hand. I think I'm just showing you the one finger, and then we're just going to move on. I'm doing the same thing to all fingers anyway, so you get the gist for the most part. Once I am done using my e-file, I like to actually go in with my hand file. I know a lot of people might do this in a different order, but this is just how I like to do it. I like to do as little hand filing as possible, which is ironic because in this video for this set, I did a lot of hand filing. So first I'm just cleaning up the shape, but then you're gonna see me using the actual file to surface file the nails. I just kind of felt like I wasn't able to finesse the nail in the shape that I really wanted with the e-file, and sometimes you can just get it done with the hand file. You can thin out particular areas. I mean, it's a lot more work, and it's, you know, more stress on your body and wrist, etc., which I really don't like. But man, hand filing a nail sometimes just gets it done. There you go. I'm going up and down on my free edge just to make sure it's a nice sharp shape. But yeah, I went and I spent a lot of time hand filing these nails. I just felt like they were super classic and pretty and simple. And I just wanted the shape to kind of reflect and honor that as well. So that's what I'm doing here. Again, I'm not showing you the whole thing because we will be here all day, but you're getting the gist of what I'm doing. I am using a 100 grit hand file, so it's not too coarse, but you know, it's got a little bit of bite to it. And it's not super stiff. That's one thing that I really don't like, but I've got tons of these. So I'm just trying to get through them for the most part before I get back to my super stiff 80 grit hand files. But yeah, I'm just hand filing this nail, turning my finger. You're going to see me rotating my hand in different directions. That is also something that you should do when working on yourself, especially working on clients. You know, if you hold the hand in one direction and file that way, you're only seeing it from that direction, but the client automatically sees it from a different direction every time they move their hands around. So it's always good to just get different angles of the nail, so that you have a nice smooth surface appearance all around, not in just one area. So I'm bringing it back. Here is the nails after e-filing, hand filing, and dusting. We're gonna snap for magic and we are suddenly clean. Beautiful. And as you see, the boomers are super soft, like I said I wanted them to be. So as you can see, we've got tons of bling options on the table. I was so in my mind stuck on the idea of doing heavy bling on this set. But once I got to this point, I was just kind of like, this set is kind of just, you know, speaking for itself. I think there's something just really gorgeous and classic about a simple boomer nail. And I didn't want to, you know, fudge it up with all of the charms and things like that. Like, I love that look as well, that junk nail look, but this set just didn't really need it. So you're going to see me trying to figure out, what can I put where? I don't know. I think I like this, but I ended up just putting a single stone on the cuticle of every single nail. You see me, I'm trying to make it work, y'all, because I really, really love the bling, but I was like, you know what? This set is special enough, and the 2 accent nails kind of do the job for me. So I just left it with the cuticle bling like that. Last thing that I'm going to do is top coat these nails. I am using Gloss It. I also thought about going matte on these nails, or at least matte on the boomer nails and then going glossy on the accent nails, but I decided to just go glossy on everything, and I didn't. I loved that decision. We are just going to be going shiny. Don't worry, I am painting over the bling. Cuticle bling is hard to paint around. I do go in and wipe that off of the rhinestones before curing. Just make sure to add an adequate coat. You don't want it to be streaky, but you don't want it to be like running off extra as well. You know, this glossy top coat is not cheap. And then clean your sidewalls to not mess up that gorgeous, gorgeous shape we spent so much time on. On your 2 accent nails, on my, I'm telling you like it's you. On my 2 accent nails, I am going to glossy top the bottom and top because it did have that glass effect underneath, and we want to be able to see right through it to get that beautiful, beautiful effect. I will, you know what, link the original post of the Instagram so you can see the inspo. I didn't copy it exactly, but the vibe was just gorgeousness, and I really, really love this set. So yep, once done cleaning my sidewalls, wiping off those rhinestones, and curing for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. All right, so this is what the set came out looking like. I love this set, and it's even better because they glow in the dark. So check out how soft this boomer is. The ombre is gorgeous, guys. Look at these nails, so pretty. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.